I don't want to be mean about this, right? We saw a really good fight Sunday. It was probably not the fight a lot of people were expecting. It was definitely a fight against two fighters that have passion and have dedication, but the skill is not quite there yet, right? You had in one hand Jake Paul, who was what 7-0 or 8-0, um, fighting like the names of Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren, Anderson Silva, Nate Robinson, Deji, so right there you have a great set of opponents that you faced. A lot of people knocked on Tommy Fury for his first fight being like a guy that's like 5-100, some shit like that. And while that's true and that's hilarious, right? I always thought, well, Jake Paul, if you're talking about boxing records, Jake Paul, all their opponents up to Anderson Silva were 0-0. So what's more of the joke? The fact that this guy is at least fighting other boxers, or the fact that you're fighting big names and you're fighting big names in fighting, but not in boxing, right? So like I always thought like I don't care if your name is Tyron Woodley and you're super athletic and you're an ex-champion, you're 0-0 in boxing. Same with Ben Askren. I don't care how good of a wrestler you are. I don't care how good you did in the UFC. If you're putting boxing gloves on and stepping in the ring, your record is 0-0, right? So, you want to make fun of Tommy for having a horrible record, or of Jake Paul. Now, obviously, Jake Paul chose this route that makes him a ton of money, right? I mean, Tommy Fury, probably what he made with that first fight, Jake Paul probably made that in a minute fighting fucking Ben Askren or something, right? So it's insane, the difference, right? The skill difference versus the money. It's all interesting to me. Either way, back to the fight. Obviously, Tommy Fury won. He defeated Jake Paul. But like I said, it was a very non-skilled fight. It was like watching two guys with 5-0 records, and rightfully so. They're around that area. They're around 5-7-0. They don't look like a ranked, WBC or whatever it's called, champion, not a champion, but even like a top 10 ranked contender. You see some of these other fights, man. If you ever watch a big fight like a Canelo fight or like the Tank Davis's fight, some of the prelims, like some of them are not known at all, not known names at all. But at least you see the skill level. At least you see display. You see this guy. Oh, this guy is 20. This guy is 20-3. This guy, some records like that. Real fighters, real boxers, ranked boxers that are going through the ranks, and you see the difference. You see the passion, bro. Any of those guys, I can guarantee you. I think there was a talk somewhere that if Jake Paul was gonna beat Tommy Fury, he would be ranked 15, right? I guarantee you, any in the top 40 or 50 would whoop Jake Paul's ass. Anyone with over 10 professional boxing fights would mollywhoop Jake Paul the way he fought last time. Mind you, the way he fought Anderson Silva was very different than what he fought Tommy Fury. He even said it himself that he was feeling off. You know what? Also, you know what I found hilarious? When fighters before the fight say, "Oh man, I'm 100%, I'm ready to go," and then they lose, and after the fight, they make excuses. They say that they were injured. They said that, whatever, they had this issue. Like, okay, motherfucker, I wish fighters would hold other fighters more accountable. Like, hey, no, you said, remember before the fight, you said. That would be great trash talk. I don't know why people don't do that, because I think that happened with Jake Paul. I think I saw a TikTok about it that he said he was injured. It could have been fake. I don't know. But I don't know what Tommy Fury is not, doing that, bro. That's great trash talk. So I wish more people would be, held accountable, because the excuses immediately come, right? Jake Paul immediately said, "Oh, I wasn't feeling the best. My timing was off, whatever, blah, blah, blah." Okay, that's cool. But then why all leading throughout the week and even before the fight, you said that you felt amazing. the healthier you've ever done, the faster you've ever done. Like, okay, you don't think it's recorded? You don't think it's there, bro? Like, we can see it. So the excuses immediately come, right? He did took the loss like a champ. He took it very well, so good for him. Props to him. He went on and said it was Drake's fault. That was pretty funny. But overall, the point that I was getting to is that it was a very low level fight. Nothing compared to how Jake Paul fought Anderson Silva. If Jake Paul would have fought Tommy Fury the way he fought Anderson Silva, it would have been a much different story right now. It would have been either a win by TKO, probably like round 4 or 5, or it would have been just a complete domination in the cards. So it's weird to see now. Where do they go from there? Like, does Jake Paul go and fight KSI or fight a ranked boxer? Where does Tommy Fury go? I'll tell you what, these two have a rematch to do. I think they do rematch. I think they're going to do the rematch. But after that, I'm really struggling to know what is next for them. Obviously, they're going to figure it out. They're probably going to fight someone like a fucking Connor or, I don't know, a fucking Megan Fox or something. They're going to fight one of those people, I know. But as far as real competitive boxing, I think they have to stay out of that lane, especially Jake Paul. Especially Jake Paul. We just saw it. It's not there. 3 years, 4 years, whatever, has not been enough. Because if you have an off day or a bad day against the top 15 guy in the world, get out of here, bro. You're getting knocked out, and that's just not healthy. So you got to be realistic at some point. And fuck the haters. Like, yeah, you're making money and you're hated, and I personally am not the biggest fan of Jake Paul. But if you're talking about making the most money possible, the quickest way possible, yeah, go and fight The Rock. Go and fight your brother. Go and fight fucking Kevin Hart. I don't know. Fight big names. Don't reach out to like the Hakeem Rackman Jr.'s, like Tommy Fury's. Don't do that. Keep fighting O&O people. That will make you a lot of money. And yeah, you might never get the respect that you want from the fighting community, but at least you'll be motherfucking rich. So who cares? Honestly, who gives a shit? Am I right? Or am I wrong? Like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. But I guess they're going to do a rematch. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the rematch. I mean, will it be any different? Will anyone get knocked out? It's kind of like the Tyron Woodley situation where it was a close fight at the beginning. This one was not so close, but the Tyron Woodley was a close fight. And then the rematch comes out and Tyron Woodley gets knocked out. So will Tommy Fury get knocked out in the rematch? Will Jake Paul get knocked out in the rematch? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But either way, if you want that breakdown, you know where to come. Right here. Peace.